Bright Tuty. Every student matters.
Students, now let us quickly summarize what we read in this chapter, Reproduction in Plants. We have understood that all organisms multiply or reproduce their own kind. In plants, there are two modes of reproduction, asexual and sexual. There are several methods of asexual reproduction, such as, what are the methods? The methods are fragmentation, budding, spore formation and vegetative propagation. Sexual reproduction involves the fusion of female and male gametes. In vegetative propagation, new plants are produced from different vegetative parts such as leaves, stems and roots. Alright. A beautiful part of the plant which is also a reproductive part. What is it? It is the flower. So, flower is the reproductive part of a plant. A flower may be unisexual with either the male or the female reproductive parts. A bisexual flower has both the male and the female reproductive parts. The male gametes are found inside the pollen grains and female gametes are found in the ovule. Then we understood about the process of pollination. So, what is pollination? Pollination is a process of transfer of pollen grains from the anther of one flower to the stigma of the same or another flower. And what are the different types of pollination? Pollination is of two types, self-pollination and cross-pollination. In self-pollination, pollen grains are transferred from the anther to the stigma of the same flower. In cross-pollination, pollen grains are transferred from the anther of one flower to the stigma of another flower of the same kind. Alright? Then we understood that pollination takes place in plants with the help of wind, water and insects. The fusion of male and female gametes is called fertilization. Now, what is a fertilized egg called? Well, the fertilized egg is called zygote. Zygote develops into an embryo. Fruit is the mature ovary, whereas ovule develops into a seed which contains the developing embryo. Seed dispersal is aided by wind, water and animals. And then we understood how does and what does seed dispersal helps into. And then we learned that how does a seed dispersal help the plant. So, basically seed dispersal helps the plants to prevent overcrowding, over competition for sunlight, water and minerals and invade new habitats. Okay. So, with this we end this chapter and I hope that you have understood the chapter well. You have understood the process of pollination and fertilization. Thank you, kids.